Tale of the Tape brought to you by Dave & Buster's, the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports.
Both of these guys, look at those records, 7-0, 8-1. Joaquin Buckley wants to change that O into something else.
Here's Michael C. Williams.
Presented by Miller Lite. Bellator MMA live on Paramount Network continues now in the welterweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We introduce the blue corner. At 5'10", weighing in 168.3 pounds. His professional record, near perfect, 8 wins, just 1 loss. He fights out of St. Louis, Missouri. Introducing Joaquin New Mensa Buckley. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner. At 5'9", weighing in 170.6 pounds, undefeated as a professional. He brings 7 victories, no defeats, fighting out of Webster, South Dakota, Logan Storley. In charge of the action, your referee, Jason Herzog.
Referee Jason Herzog assigned duties in this welterweight contest. Logan Storley forced to go the distance for the first time in his 7th straight win to begin his MMA career. Joaquin Buckley, who turns 24 in 2 weeks, says he's going to knock out Storley in the first round. Fight Clock, brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories. Storley in the red gloves, Buckley in the blue.
You look at the styles here. When you're looking at Buckley, he's got that southpaw style, but
Quick level change.
Logan works out with Robbie Lawler, another southpaw, and he's used to getting hit with heavy shots.
Buckley trying his best to stave off the full effect of this takedown by Storley, a decorated high school and college wrestler.
He's an outstanding wrestler. You will see how he's staying with it, pricking the hips up. What Buckley's doing, keeping that hand on the ground, that's so important for him to stay in a position where Logan can't score this takedown.
Storley started wrestling at the age of 5, went to Webster High School in South Dakota and the University of Minnesota. And again, as we mentioned, Brock Lesnar went to both of those places of education as Buckley finds himself pinned against the fence by Storley here, 1 minute gone.
Finally, you see Logan Storley, he takes that right hand away, takes away the base that Joaquin has, and now he's got him in a position where he wants him on the ground where he cannot be damaged.
Storley started training mixed martial arts at 15 years of age.
He had his first MMA fight in high school.
Yeah, 16. He told us that he thinks Buckley is a tough kid. He's looking to just keep improving each and every fight. And don't forget, you can download the all-new Bellator MMA Global app now and take Bellator wherever you go. Watch all TV cards with no delay by authenticating with your cable provider. You can also find the most updated schedule of events and detailed fighter info available now on iOS and Android.
The half-guard position you're seeing Logan in right now, this is a position wrestlers love. They feel comfortable here. They utilize the power in their hips to keep their opponent down. And you see him starting to move his head, starting to slide it underneath Joaquin Buckley's arm. He can set up a good head and arm triangle choke if he gets that position.
Buckley coming off a split decision win over Vinicius de Jesus at Bellator 185 last October. Now Storley trying to improve his positioning. Buckley is trying to control his posture as we near the midpoint of the opening round. Dominant control by Logan Storley.
And the big thing you're seeing here, you see this hip-to-hip position that Storley keeps creating. Buckley's working hard to move and to try to get him out, get his back against the fence.
Buckley trying to get to his feet, but now giving up his back.
Storley breaking down one leg of that table, but he couldn't get the arm away.
Storley told us that once Buckley started feeling the effects of his wrestling, starting to really feel that pressure, that's when he's going to break Buckley's spirit. Less than 2 minutes now remaining in the opening frame.
Well, the effect of that wrestling, Mauro, is the grind. It's all that pressure and all that, when it's making you work, it starts to wear you down.
And of course, we invite you to be a part of the social media confabulation. Hashtag Bellator 197. Coming up on the final 90 seconds of the first round, Storley showcasing his wrestling pedigree and keeping Buckley on the mat.
He's making Buckley work. Buckley, you can see he's a strong dude. He's getting good results by using power, but power eventually wears you out, and you've got to start using smart technique.
Buckley has never been submitted. His lone loss via knockout.
Right here you see
side control by Storley.
Exactly. Logan going into side control, but he likes that half guard. He actually stepped into it. He would rather be in half guard because he feels he has more control with the pressure from his hips.
Going in, it was thought that Buckley was the most capable wrestler that Storley has faced. Storley has been working with the likes of former Strikeforce UFC champion Robbie Lawler, former Strikeforce UFC champion Luke Rockhold. So iron sharpening iron in the career of Logan Storley.
I'll tell you what, when you've got guys like that you're learning from, your evolution just speeds up, and that's what you're seeing out of Logan Storley. This is a smart game plan for Logan Storley with what he's doing with a very explosive, strong, hard-hitting competitor in Buckley.
The story is Storley in the opening 5 minutes of this matchup here at Bellator 197. Ground and pound to close out the round as Corner Cam brought to you by Boost Mobile. Easy to switch, easy to save. All right, thanks, Jen. We'll look forward to seeing that matchup coming up. But right now it is round 2 between Logan Storley in the red gloves and Joaquin Buckley sporting the blue gloves. Our unofficial scorecard belongs to John McCarthy as Storley looking for the ankle pick. How'd you see the first 5, John?
First 5 easy, goes to Storley, 10-9.
And Storley again trying to utilize a world-class wrestling. And it's funny, you look at his record, 7-0, 6 knockouts, going the distance for the first time in his last fight where he repeatedly took down Matt Secor en route to that unanimous decision victory.
He did, and you look at what's going on here again. He's getting into the hips of Joaquin Buckley. Buckley's utilizing that right arm to post and keep himself in a position where Storley can't put his back to the mat. But what you want to see, if you're in, there you go, take a look at what Logan's doing. That's smart wrestling. Start to bring the feet together, close it off. He turns his back. Now you're in a position you can decide, I want to bring a hook in or utilize good heavy hips to get position.
Well, the Bellator MMA family looking in as Adam Piccolotti cannot wait for the main event. He is looking forward to seeing Brandon Gertz in action and supporting Brandon Gertz's support dog, Vici, who is, of course, ubiquitous wherever Brandon Gertz is. And, of course, Adam Piccolotti, looking forward to seeing him back in action. 90 seconds have elapsed here in round 2.
It was hard to see, but Logan Storley had a really nice right arm lace on Joaquin Buckley's arm, and that was causing Buckley some problems. He finally got it free, but now we're back to that half guard position where Logan Storley feels so comfortable. You see that buck with the hips right there, Morrow? That's him trying to move that position, and Logan Storley keeps his hips pressed right into Joaquin Buckley's hips. Heavy pressure. This is a grinding, hard position to be in if you're Joaquin.
Logan Storley involved in the great outdoors a lot in his spare time. Loves to wake surf, do a little bit of hiking. He loves doing things outdoors and now getting things done inside the confines of the Bellator MMA cage, midpoint of the round and fight, and he continues to stymie Joaquin Buckley.
He is absolutely just shutting down what Joaquin does. And sometimes when you get into it, when you're walking into the fight more, you think, I can deal with this pressure. I can deal. If he gets me down, I know what I'm going to do. And then when you're in that position, you feel a pressure that you've never felt before, and it's hard for you to deal with. He's got him back, tries to get a butterfly hook inside, can't do it, still into that half guard position. What you're not seeing out of Logan is he's not posturing and starting to bring down heavy shots. That's what he needs to start to bring into his game.
Under 2 minutes left in round 2, and the crowd isn't chanting 2, by the way.
What they're chanting is, I want more, and that's normal. But if you're Logan Storley, you know this is what you need to do to win this fight. If I have Joaquin on his back, he can't hit me with those heavy hands, and I can do damage to him.
5 of Buckley's 8 victories have come via his striking, but he has been stapled to the mat by Logan Storley.
Logan
Junior Hodge Trophy winner in high school. Was the captain of his various wrestling teams, and yet you want to see him improve his position here. What can Storley do to silence the Boo-Birds?
He did.
Going right now to ground.
He's in full mount now, and what I want to see out of him now is, hey, keep your hips down on him, that's fine, but I want you to arch up and start to posture and start bringing damage down on Joaquin Buckley.
Why isn't he doing that, John? I know you're not a mind reader, but the opportunity's there. Why isn't he doing it?
Because he can feel what's there with Joaquin. He feels the strength, and he doesn't want to lose the position. He wants to keep himself on top of him in a position where he can't be hurt. So he's just trying to put pressure that's going to wear Joaquin out, but Joaquin's in shape. There you go.
Ground and pound now from full mount.
There you go.
Logan Storley winding up as Buckley just shelling up now, trying to roll with these strikes from Logan Storley. 15 seconds left in the round, and it has been one-way traffic. Logan Storley with the takedown and the ground and pound here in this welterweight matchup. Round 3 coming up. Referee Jason Herzog calls for the bell. Fight clock brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories. How do you have it after 2 rounds, John, on your unofficial scorecard?
Well, unofficially and easily, it's 10-9, 10-9 for Logan Storley against.
Oh, Buckley fought off that takedown attempt momentarily. But Storley pushing through.
You can look and see what is occurring in this fight, although it can be where a lot of people go, well, it's boring. It's not if you're Logan Storley, because not only are you winning the fight, you're also learning. You're learning what you can do, and even in that last position you saw when he was mounted, he started to change position and start to do damage. That's what he knows he now can do.
And Buckley starting to drop elbows. Partisan crowd for Joaquin Buckley out of St. Louis. Representing Finney's MMA. Jason Finney, a staple in the St. Louis MMA scene.
Jason Finney been here forever, fought, done everything, man. He's an institution here with MMA.
Another takedown by Storley, takes away the tripod and now goes right into half guard.
Got into full guard, stepped over into half guard again, but we should see Logan Storley start to progress that position. He knows he can move to a mount, and he knows that he can do damage from there.
What are you instructing Buckley to do if you're in his corner?
You know, with Buckley's corner, the last thing they told him at the end of the round was, hey, you got to be explosive, you got to do something. Here, you see that post with the arm? He's trying to knee shield. He needs to move. I've got to take a risk. I'm already losing this fight. I can't stay on my back and just hold on. You've got to open up, take a risk, go for it.
Storley controlling from side control, but not delivering any weapons. The knee strikes are there. The legendary El Guapo Boss Rutten, my former partner and your great friend, always used to expound and really sing the praises of side control because of the various weapons.
And it opens things up. No, everyone looks and you go, I got hit, you got hit by a knee. It makes you move. And when you make someone move, you have an opening that you can do something. Instead of just sitting with pressure right here, pressure on the chest, using his head as a third arm, if you start to strike, you're going to open things up.
Now, Storley takes the back. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes of the fight. I say fight, but it really has been a mugging by Logan Storley, utilizing his wrestling pedigree.
See, right there, he has the chance at a head and arm choke, and he lets it pass by. That's just that education of MMA. He needs to evolve a little bit more, and he'll feel those things in the moment instead of letting them pass. Right now, we'd want to see Logan Storley start to bring knee on belly, start to put pressure to the hip area of Joaquin. That's the type of progression you're looking for from him as an MMA fighter.
Storley told us that the fight with Buckley was about letting the welterweight division know that he's here and that he's for real. Well, his wrestling pedigree is for real. Dominant control. The Bellator MMA welterweight champion, one of the best fighters in any division, Rory McDonald. What a fight against Douglas Lima. Nice pass by Storley.
It was a nice pass, but again, He's leaving things open. Instead of bringing your leg up high, slide your knee in there. There you go, boss rooting type. You see he's listening to you, Mauro.
Now let's see some Kevin Randleman type. Those sky-high knee strikes. Weston power. Monster as Storley, just like a dog on a bone, just Buckley unable to get rid of the stymieing attack, the smothering of Logan Storley.
See, you suck. Joaquin was thinking of trying to hit the switch. He can't reach it. He's in a position now. He's just been out wrestling, and at this point, he doesn't know how to stop the wrestling ability of Logan Storley.
And Buckley can't stop the clock. Only 52 seconds remaining.
This is one of those frustrating fights. If you're Joaquin Buckley, you come out of this and go, I didn't even get hurt, and I lost a fight. How did that happen to me? Well, it happened because you got out-wrestled by a wrestler.
Storley looking to improve to 3-0 under the Bellator banner. Buckley is 3-1.
Good knee to the body. At least he's starting to think about opening things up.
Final 15 seconds of this welterweight matchup between Logan Storley and Joaquin Buckley. And it will go the distance here at Family Arena just outside St. Louis. And Buckley's fans singing the blues. We are set and ready for the official decision. Here's Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance inside the Bellator cage, will go to your three judges. Your first judge, Rob Francis, scores the fight 30-27, while judges Sal Diamato and Chris Lee both see the fight the same, 30-26. All have it for the winner by unanimous decision, Logan Storley.
Logan Storley improves to 8-0 overall, 3-0 in the Bellator cage, and he is now going to speak to Big John McCarthy.
Come on over here, stud. Hey, you just put on a wrestling clinic. You used every kind of technique out there. Beautiful transitions, single leg into blast doubles, everything. How you feeling?
I feel great. You know, I wish I could have got the finish, made it more exciting, but at the end of the day, I got the win. So my record's 8-0, still undefeated, so I don't know what else you want.
I want to know, tell me what you feel about your progression now that you're training with guys like Robbie Lawler and everyone down in Florida. How is that helping you become a better fighter?
The biggest thing I felt tonight was stepping in this cage, and it felt like home. I wasn't worried, it wasn't too over nervous, and I just went in there and I did my job. I listened to my corners and I got the W.
It was an impressive performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Logan Storley.
Hey, thank you, St.